Okay.
The time is 9:04.
First thing, consideration to approve the lease, the building located at 805 is Crockett Street.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the lease of the building located at 805 East Crockett Street with the corrections that we discussed in close.
A motion by Mr. Bonilla. Do we have a second? Second by Ivo Espinosa. Questions, concerns? If not, all in favor? Motion carries 7-6. On B, no action will be taken on that one. 7, consent action items. We have a couple of minutes, March 6th, March 10th, March 12th, and March 29th. I don't know if some of you were absent or we just, if you were absent, maybe you can abstain so we can take all of them at one time.
There's some questions I had on
which one?
on the March 6th,
Okay,
6A, the open session. I want to see if we can get it noted that I had requested the roll call vote and was denied. But also the motion was to be extended till April 7th, 2026, not 2027.
what? Can you go again?
The motion, as read by Mr. Bonilla, was till April 7th, 2026, not April 7th, 2027. In the minutes, it's written as 2027. But I also wanted it to be noted that I had requested a roll call vote, and it was denied.
Okay. Any more questions? If not, all in favor? All minutes? Against? Okay, 6-1.
Were those changes going to be made, or what's the process of that being made? And
Anna took notation of the changes.
And I'll correct them if you get them. So the motion would be to approve the minutes as amended.
That's what?
As amended.
As amended with the amendments, if that's what you all, if that's.
Voting against it, so it's just,
no,
But he's requesting that the minutes be amended
Yes.
to show his,
and the date of the extension.
so, I'm trying to make the motion, you're going with the amendment? That-
Yes,
Okay,
and
and,
then one abstention because I wasn't in a meeting.
okay, and you voted, you still second it? Okay, all in favor? Abstention? Okay,
So I missed one of the meetings.
so, he was absent one meeting, so motion carries 6-1. And then we have the approve the monthly bills for February, March 2025, doesn't have a date. Is it all of them, Anna?
I'm sorry,
The minutes,
the bills.
the bills, yeah, they're all the same. Do I have a motion to approve the monthly bills for March 2025?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Mata. Do I have a second? Mr. Espinosa.
I'd had a couple of questions on the bills. Just wanted clarification, what is CCISD clearing fund and why, what are all these? Is this like an accumulation of bills?
Mirna, do you want to answer Mr. Martinez's question?
The check number 843 clearing fund, those are all the values for the tax.
So is that all for 1 month or is it like an accumulation we're stacking up
It's accumulation.
Accumulation.
for a couple of months?
Please answer any questions.
Midnight, so it's for like a couple of months accumulation or is it 1 month of accumulation?
It's accumulation for a couple of months.
Typical standard practice to accumulate minutes.
The other thing, I mean, before we do have a motion, right?
It was just discussing the,
There was a motion.
Okay, on the minutes or on the bill, it's in policy that if you have a question, That's why they fall under consent. You have a question, you call the superintendent, and she will get you the information. And if you're not satisfied with the answers, then you can take it out of consent, and we'll discuss it here.
And I understand that, I mean, at the same time, we received the packet 72 hours before, which I don't feel is enough time to accurately go through the entire packet.
Right now, that's her policy that
And to
if
allow.
under consent, you call the superintendent, and if you're not satisfied with her answer, then we will discuss it here. For example, on this thing that you were asking, well, I want to get it out of consent because I have this question, and we'll discuss it.
I want to remove this item of consent because I have a couple of questions. So do I need to make a motion for that, or what is the policy?
Policy is that you call the superintendent and you discuss it with her.
Because a motion has already been made.
Yeah.
I'm having discussion on the motion.
Yeah, but I'm relating to the policy, and that's why we're gonna follow it until we change it. And this is not only for you, for all board members. I know sometimes we're discussing consents, and this is why we get advised by the guys that give the presentation, that we can put a lot of things on consent items, so that we
Yes, so, trustee Martinez, the board operating procedures, which you all approved, provide that, that if, for consent items, that those are gonna be passed in one motion, and if a trustee has an issue with a particular item that's listed on the consent, then the procedure that you all approved is to contact the superintendent and ask for information. If you're not satisfied with the information that's provided to you by the superintendent, then the next is to bring it up here. And so what I think Mr. Espinosa is saying is that it wasn't brought up to the superintendent, and so it's outside the procedure. It doesn't mean that you couldn't still contact her tomorrow. I know that, you know, but that's what your board operating procedures provide.
Okay, all in favor of the motion? Second it. I think we had.
Yeah, there's the first and a second.
Was Cruz and then me. Yeah. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 5, 2. 2 abstention. You abstaining or voting against?
No, you got a yes, right? Well, then you need to ask for a no, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, he voted against. Okay, all against?
Anybody against it?
Extension.
Abstaining?
I'm abstaining. I'm gonna abstain.
Abstain? Peggy?
I don't like to abstain. I'm just gonna say no.
Okay.
We'll get the
We
answer.
get 5, 1 no, and 1 abstention. Motion carries. We're going to item 8, action items, discussion action to approve the resolution to nominate a candidate for the vacant position on the Zavala Central Appraisal District of directors for the term ending December 2025.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees discuss and approve a resolution to nominate a candidate for the vacant position on the Zavala Central Appraisal District Board of Directors for the term ending December 2025.
If I may, before I even, make a motion, anybody makes a motion, first of all, if the resolution is for us to nominate one of our own, then I don't think we can do that.
That would be a quorum.
Yeah, because we would have four. If I was elected, we'd have 4 in that quorum, and that would not be legal.
What I was gonna recommend is that we don't nominate anybody. I think the county and the city have already
Nominated.
When we go to the board, then to the appraisal board, we'll decide who, because it's true, I mean, we would,
Is that proper, ma'am?
Right.
Okay.
You don't have a quorum.
yeah, because I mean,
So no action.
so no action on this one. The discussion to approve the 2025 summer school program and calendar.
You all have a single page separate cover that we provided for you This is our proposed summer school program 2025. We will be running our required programs, bilingual program, gen ed, special ed programs, K to 12. Our dates are June 5th through June 30th for a total of 18 days. We will only be operating two campuses, and that's going to be Lorenzo de Zavala and Sterling. Our objectives is to be in compliance with bilingual ed, to be in compliance with House Bill 1416, which requires us to provide accelerated learning for students that fail either a STAR test or an EOC, offer credit recovery for at-risk students, and offer EOC tutorials for summer 2025 testers. Our work or staff development day will be June 4th, 2025. Students will begin June 5th up to June 30th. Students will report to school Monday through Friday from 8 to 1 unless otherwise noted. Staff will report from 7:30 to 1:30 for a total of 6 hours daily. Summer school coordinator, which we are required to have, will report from 7:30 to 2 p.m. for a total of 6.5 hours daily. I have listed for you the summer school positions. We have a summer school coordinator, 2 summer school instructional coaches that are tied to grants, a total of 28 teachers between those 3 funding sources, a total of 10 paraprofessionals out of those 3 funding sources, 1 emergent bilingual teacher, 2 summer school clerks, 2 LVNs or RN, 2 police officers, 2 school counselors, 2 food managers, and 6 summer food support staff. You have the rates of pay that were approved when you all approved the compensation packet plan for the 24-25 school year. Our summer school 2025 program contribution out of local and state, we will be contributing $133,361, a reduction of 68% relative to last year's summer school budget, which was at $414,458. Federal will make its contribution for a total of $131,998.53 for a total summer school program contribution of $265,359.53, a total reduced summer school budget of 65%. Last year, summer school programs were approved at $754,632. So our summer school program has been significantly reduced. Again, our total contribution to summer school programs between local, state, and federal grants will be $265,359.
So your recommendation is?
The recommendation is that the board approve the summer school programs 2025.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Espinosa, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Bonilla, questions, concerns?
I do have a question on the, I noticed that there wasn't any principals who's gonna take care of discipline, those instructional coaches, or?
The coaches are tied to the grants, so typically we have summer school leads, but summer school leads are paid out of local funds. And so in order to reduce summer costs, we're going to push those positions into federal grants. That's why you have a 400 there. That's a grant that's going to be paying for it.
Oh, you?
Question, it's
sir.
the local that we're putting, it's not gonna affect the presentation that we had by Mr.
No, sir, because we would have already reduced summer school budget. Actually, we reduced it by 20,000. We had only appropriated 150,000 and we're only using 130.
Any other questions?
So you're only going to open the LDZ and FJH, right?
Correct.
High schoolers are gonna be going to the FI, and do you see any issues having high schoolers mixed with junior high?
We've run only the two, again, for the sake of reducing costs. What we do is we designate wings or sections of a building to high school.
Any other questions? Not, all in favor? 7-0. Seek discussion action to approve the TA application for staff development minutes waiver for the 2004-2005 school year.
Mr. Alvarado will present just a brief recommendation on behalf of the district.
I want to talk about both, which would be C and D, pretty much.
We'll start with C.
With C, we are proposing that we ask for a waiver for professional development days, which would be Thursday, September 26th, Thursday, November 7th, Monday, January.
Vale, 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 vale. Go back with the dates.
Oh,
Right here, Mr.
Oh,
They're on page 70.
yeah. Go ahead.
And Friday, February 21st, 2025. This will help us gain 2,100 minutes that the state allows us to use towards our student minutes. You know how sometimes we struggle with saying we don't have no more minutes, you know, in case an emergency happens where we release students. This gives us an opportunity to go back for the 2024-2025 school year and gain an additional 2,100 minutes, which we greatly appreciate. And then the window already opened, that's for C.
We're going to stay at C.
Yes.
We're going to stay at C.
What are the minutes for?
Additional minutes that help us in case there's a water leak and we need to release students and we're out of minutes or days. These are 2,100 minutes that we can go and be granted from the state.
If we don't remediate those minutes, then we would have to add days to the instructional calendar.
The minutes are now, I mean, how many minutes you have to teach per, what is it? month or-
75, 600.
Yeah,
Yes.
per year, instead of how many days now.
Correct. You have
We
minutes.
converted it into minutes.
Do you foresee us running out of minutes this year?
We already have run out of minutes at high school.
Do I have motion, or did I already ask for motion?
No, not yet.
We're gonna take them together, it's the same thing, or,
No. The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve a resolution,
okay.
approve the staff development minute waivers for 24-25 school year.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Bonilla, second by Mr. Espinosa, questions, concerns? Not all in favor? Yeah. We're voting on, okay.
Voted for.
Four, okay, 7-0. Motion passes. The discussion action to approve TA application for staff development minutes waiver for the 26 school year.
Mr. Alvarado?
So the application is the exact same application. We're just gonna be proactive in asking for the minutes already for next year. That way, there's a lot more leniency when we take extra days next year for unforeseen circumstances. You know, like I said, we have bats or, you know, water leaks or something. We can always tap into these 2,100 minutes that this allows. So we're just being proactive for next year.
Recommendation.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the TA application for staff development minute waiver for 25-26 school year.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Mr. Bonilla, second. Second. Mr. Espinosa, questions, concerns?
I do have a question again. Here on the information, it states that to train staff on various educational strategies designed to improve student performance.
So, correct. So, in our calendar, when you approve the calendar, throughout the year, there's 4 days, which will, for next year, 2025, 2026, we've asked for September 26th, October 30th, January 5th, and February 9th. Those days are professional development days that gives us 2,100, but the 2,100 minutes towards student minutes.
So
Even though they're professional
are
development days,
earning student instructional minutes.
and the state is saying you're taking instructional time away, but you're gonna in return better your teachers to help better student performance.
So that's an additional
2,100 minutes, so it's 4 extra days.
staff development.
Yes, sir. Well, they
No, not
scheduled them, not
Additional.
They've already been added to our calendar. It's already on our calendar.
We're just getting credit for them if the board approves it in minutes.
So it's not part of it.
Yes.
When we approved our calendar 2 months ago, those were already on there. We're
If
just,
this is not approved, then you'd have to extend the instructional type
well, we
period.
would have to.
If we ran out of minutes, we would have to extend the instructional calendar. So we always want to have some security.
So the way the calendar was approved right now, I believe it's 7,600 minutes that we have. So we have a couple of minutes over, but this would take us almost 4 days extra where we wouldn't have to worry about.
You made a motion, right, Mr. Bonilla?
Yeah, so seconded by Gable.
And, all in favor? Okay, motion passes. Okay, E, discussion action to approve budget.
No action.
We're not gonna take action on E. 9, we're gonna ask informational, discussion items.
We have our district enrollment, starting on page 81. Our enrollment, our active enrollment on page 82 is 1,568. And our attendance as of April 11th of 2025 on average is 91%. We're holding at 91%. We do have some grade levels that are really, all of the grade levels are pushing attendance. We have some that have kept their rates pretty high. You'll see second and third grade both coming in at 93, first grade coming in at 92, high school at pretty much averaging 90%. We have a dip in eighth grade at almost 90%. So, we're holding our 91. It's not where we want to be.
Do you see us getting the money if we hold?
We'll see I think when we do our 4 marking period comparison from last year, we were still at 91, 92%. So we're holding at 91, 92%. Are we going to see a reduction? Probably. Probably we'll see an adjustment. How significant an adjustment? We don't know until the state makes its adjustment.
Anything else on,
No, sir. Informational wise, that is all.
then a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by, second by, concerns, and then not,